I celebrated my 32nd birthday last weekend, and for me, that's usually the kickoff to fall. That's when I typically like to decorate and I start to get into the fall spirit. I treated myself on my birthday to some porch mums and pumpkins, and it already feels so festive here at the house. But today I want to focus my time and attention on the inside of my home. I have quite a bit of housework to do, but I also want to go through some spaces and decorate for the fall season. I don't want to add a ton of stuff. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I just want it to be simple, but I want it to feel like fall in every room of the house and really create that cozy. Before we move on, I kindly wanted to thank Element for sponsoring today's video. Element is an electrolyte supplement drink mix that contains everything you need and nothing you don't. I live a really busy, active lifestyle. I love to run, and I'm typically a pretty salty sweater. So I love my Element to replenish my electrolytes. I take it every single day, and sometimes on tougher workout days, I take it twice a day. But it really doesn't matter what your lifestyle looks like. So many of us have imbalanced electrolytes, and if you can balance those out with a supplement like Element, you can prevent so many things like headaches, mood swings, fatigue, muscle cramping, and so much more. It contains a science-based electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. There's no artificial sweeteners, there's no additives, it's gluten-free. And while I've tried pretty much all the flavors at this point, the flavors that I keep on my monthly subscription are grapefruit salt and citrus salt, and then watermelon salt, because that's Caleb's favorite and he drinks that daily as well. And right now is a great time to try Element for yourself because they're offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. You just have to use the link down in my description below. It's drinkelement.com/Amy, and you'll get a free sample pack which has 8 of the Element flavors. You can try them all out and see what works for you. So definitely use that link down in the description below. And thanks again, Element, for sponsoring today's video. And the reality is that I always have lots of laundry to do. So of course we're gonna get as much done as we can today. So many of you asked me about these rolling laundry baskets, and so I wanted to let you know they'll be linked down in the description below. They have been incredible since moving in. I love them. They were definitely an investment, but they're such nice quality, and I love how big they are while still looking really cute. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. But I'm not only going to do the laundry today, but I hadn't really cleaned my laundry space in weeks, maybe even months. Pretty much since we moved in, it's been pretty clean. But today I want to take the time to actually wipe down the sink. I used the sink to strip some uniforms the other day, some soccer uniforms, and so it got kind of nasty. So I'm just going to wipe down the sink, wipe down the counters, just add a little bit of fall decor in here. Nothing crazy, but again, want every space in my home to have a touch of fall so that when I'm doing the laundry, when I'm going about my day, it just brings me some joy knowing that it feels like fall everywhere I go. I picked up a dozen or so pie pumpkins. You can get them like 2 for $1 at a lot of places, and they last all season. They look so cute, and I love that they're real, and then they can be squirrel food or bird food out in the woods when I'm done with them. Less is more when it comes to storing, right? But I also have this vintage crock, and I put in these beautiful yellow stems for autumn. I got these on a floral a few years ago, and they just add such a statement to this space. And I feel like it can be the main thing. I don't have to add a ton of little tchotchkes or decorative items. I can just have those stems and the little pumpkin, and it instantly just feels more like fall in this space. The rest of the room, I really want it to just stay functional, minimal, and I wanted to get it clean so that I can, use it to its best capacity and do laundry, use it for storing pet food, cleaning supplies, all the important things. In a lot of ways, this room is the heart of the home as far as making sure my home functions well, and I spend a lot of time in this space. This door from the mudroom to the garage gets touched a lot, and it had a lot of smudges on it already, and so I wanted to make sure it was nice and clean along with the bench. But we store coats and backpacks and shoes in our front hall closet and in the garage, so this space really is more for aesthetics, and it's just kind of more of a haul or a breezeway. So here in this space, I didn't want to overcrowd it with decor. I just added some layers. I added my jean jacket. I would love to add a scarf maybe. And then I swapped out the summery florals for some fall berry stems that I got on a floral a few years ago. And just those simple touches made such a difference. Another thing that I added was this really pretty sage green pumpkin I picked up from a local farm stand the other day. And this color in particular is always the inspiration behind my fall decorating. I don't know what it is about that color pumpkin. I just love it, and I love how it's so simple. Bringing a fresh local pumpkin inside your home can really bring the outdoors in and make your home feel like fall without doing a whole lot. I found, and maybe it's the time of year, I don't know, but recently I've sort of been letting the laundry pile up a bit, at least my laundry, Caleb's laundry. Um, and I sort of have been enjoying having a laundry day like today where I don't have anywhere to be and I can just do load after load and listen to a show or listen to a good podcast and just kind of cozy up and enjoy being inside. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know. Do you guys do a load a day, or do you find that you kind of let it pile up and do it once a week? You know what's funny is here in my great room space, I would love to blame my kiddos for the messy pillows and not fluffing them when they leave, but they're actually pretty good. Maggie is my culprit. She'll come plop on a sofa for a couple hours, get up, get some water, then go back to the other sofa. And so my pillows kind of are always in a disarray, but that's okay. I'm just sort of fixing them up. And in this space, I added a few things that speak to me in the fall season. I've got some dried hydrangeas and some other fall stems, but I haven't gone too crazy in this space, at least not yet. One thing I wanted to add to our mantle were some candlesticks and some LED tapered candles. I found both on Amazon, and they were such a great find. I think they add such a cozy element, especially in the evening. They have a remote, you can put them on a timer, you can dim them, you can put them on a candlelight setting so they sort of flicker. And they've added such a, I don't know, cozy element this fall season, and I know I'll use them all winter as well. But one thing I wanted to add was a wreath to my door going into my office. I felt like it was a fun way to add a touch of fall. So I found this berry wreath again on Amazon. I've been doing a lot of Amazon shopping lately. And just for some added texture, I added this satin brown ribbon. It was just a pretty way to add some browns to my great room space. And I just tied it in a simple bow, nothing fancy, nothing hard. And I'm going to hang that on the glass panes of the great room door. And I love how this turned out. It adds a ton of texture and warmth, and you just walk in and instantly think of fall. And I love that. One thing I will say is watching back, especially in this clip, I'm realizing how naked that wall looks next to the door leading into the office. So you guys will have to let me know if you have any ideas. I'm debating a piece of furniture I think would feel kind of bulky, but maybe just a really fun gallery wall. But in the meantime, I'm still enjoying this space and love how the wreath turned out. So somehow I lost this footage, but I went outside and collected some twigs, and I have a grapevine wreath here that I stuck greenery stems into. I think the greenery stems were from Joann's a few years ago, and then stuck the twigs in the wreath as well. I really wanted it to feel sort of artsy and whimsical, and I love it. I think it looks really pretty against the mantle and not the brick, the stone. And then I added more of those pie pumpkins. I just had a bunch to use, so I figured why not? And I love the white contrast against all the brown. I think it's really pretty, very understated. And this side of the mantle ended up being my favorite. I got this massive pumpkin at the farm stand as well, and it is so pretty. It's like the perfect shape. So, so pretty. And then I added another plaid pillow to the chairs that I had found on Marketplace a few weeks ago. I have them over on the hearth side, and I've been really liking that. And of course, I had to turn on the fire just for some ambiance, and it is just so, so cozy in this space. I love the autumn colors through the window in that last clip, but now I'm in my kitchen space and I had some green stems, like greenery stems in this space, and so I took those out and swapped them for fall stems and added another pie pumpkin, and I'm lighting a banana pumpkin scone candle. Oh my word, it smells so good. It's from Yankee Candle, and that's all I'm really adding to my kitchen space for now. Maybe I'll get inspired to add more here in the coming days or weeks, but for now I really just want to let my hearth area speak and be the focal point. And I have to be honest, I get decorating fatigue. Does anybody else experience that? Like once I decorate a space or two, I need some time to then just kind of reset and take a day or two before I'm inspired to decorate the next space. I know some people decorate like their whole house in one fell swoop for the season. I just can't do that. I wish I could, but that's also my encouragement to you that don't feel rushed. This is for you. It's for your family. You have to do what works best. And if taking your time and just adding little by little works for you, then there's nothing wrong with that. Something I've been thinking about a lot, and it makes me so excited, is that the fall and winter months for our family are typically much slower paced. Early fall back to school is a little bit busy, but by the end of October, we really settle into a new season. And it's a time, I think it's really neat to not only acknowledge nature, but then also, the Bible talks about seasons and how there are seasons for everything. And the fall and winter truly is a time to slow down, to be in our homes. It's a time where we do a little bit more resting, but in the world of a homemaker, it's also the time we can nest and really focus on things that we're too busy for in the summer, or we want to be out enjoying the nice weather in the summer. And we moved in the summer. And so now that we've been in the house for about 2 months, I feel like I'm really settling in and I can start to hone in on my routines and making this home as functional but also as beautiful as I can. And so I say all that to say I'm looking forward to all the video content and all the fun things we'll do together through the fall and winter months. And as I wrap up today's video, I just also want to remind you that having a clean space, having a space that's decluttered and just a blank slate to clear your mind and for your items to have homes and for things to feel organized is going to feel better than any piece of decor ever could. And if you need to start there, that's okay. Sometimes I have to remind myself that something as simple as deep cleaning for the season is going to make me enjoy the season that much more. And of course, you can go in and add little things here and there, but my point is you don't need a ton of stuff if your home already feels calm and cozy just from being clean and tidy. You can make really simple swaps like tea towels or a few floral stems or a real pumpkin from the farm stand, or even something as simple as swapping out your candles or your soaps or your essential oils for something that speaks to the autumn season. I recently got some soaps. You saw me change the one out in the kitchen. I'm changing this one out here in my powder bath as well. And so I say all that to say less is more in life and decor. And I hope that today's video was an encouragement to you. Also, I wanted to end the video by showing one last clip of the great room, all cozy in the evening with the fire going and those LED candles. I love the twinkly lights, and I hope you do too. I'll see you guys really soon in the next one. Bye, friends.